Today's lesson is on volumes of prisms and cylinders. The Indiana Academic Standard is 7.5.4. We're going to be using formulas today, and we're going to look at those next. To find the volume of a rectangular prism, you're going to take the area of the base times the height. So we refer to that as big B times H. Well, with a rectangular prism, you have a rectangle for your base. So we're going to take the length times the width times the height. So V equals length times width times height. For the volume of a triangular prism, again, we're going to take the area of the base times the height. In this case, our base is a triangle. So you have to find the area of that triangle and then multiply it by the height of the prism. Volume of a cylinder. Again, we use the concept of the area of the base times the height. Our base this time is a circle. So we're going to use V equals pi times r squared times h. The volume of a three-dimensional figure is the number of cubic units needed to fill the space inside the figure. A cubic unit is a cube with edges of 1 unit long. Pause the video if you need more time. Finding the volume of a rectangular prism. Find the volume of the rectangular prism. We start with the formula, V equals L times W times H. Label L, W, and H on your actual drawing. So the length is 8, the width is 12, and the height is 10. So we're going to replace in the formula the numbers. So V equals 8 times 12 times 10. Do that multiplication on your calculator. The volume equals 960 centimeters cubed. The volume of the rectangular prism is 960 centimeters cubed. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget to write a question that we can talk about in class tomorrow. For example number 2, we need to find the volume of the triangular prism. We start with the formula V equals the area of the base times the height. Well, our base is a triangle. You can see it, I've kind of highlighted it with some green here. So we're going to take 1/2 times the base and the height of that particular triangle. The base and height of that triangle are 7.5 and 10. So we have 1/2. I used 0.5 here just to make it easier to write. So 0.5 times 7.5 times 10. Then take that times the height of the prism, which is here, 10. When we do that multiplication, we get the volume equals 37.5 inches cubed. So the volume of the triangular prism is 37.5 cubic inches. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget to write a question that we can talk about in class tomorrow. Finding the volume of a cylinder. A glass is 7.4 centimeters tall. The base of the glass has a diameter of 2.2. Estimate the volume that the glass can hold if it's filled to the top. Then find the volume to the nearest cubic unit that the glass can hold if it is filled to the top. We're just going to find the volume and not do an estimation. We start with the formula, volume equals pi r squared times h. Now in this particular case, our radius we have to figure out because they've given us the diameter of 2.2. So we have volume equals pi times the radius, which is 1.1 squared, times the height of 7.4. When you multiply this and round to the nearest cubic unit, you get 107 centimeters cubed. So the volume of the glass is 107 cubic centimeters. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget to write a question that we can talk about in class tomorrow. Quick check number 1. If the height of the prism in example 1 is doubled, what is the volume? We use the volume formula of length times width times height. We have to label our rectangular prism. The length is 16, the width is 24, and the height is 20. So we have volume equals 16 times 24 times 20. When you do that on your calculator, the volume equals 7,680 centimeters cubed. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget to write a question that we can talk about in class tomorrow. Number 3. It says to estimate the volume of the cylinder, but we're not going to. We're just going to find the volume to the nearest cubic centimeter. We start with the formula, volume equals pi r squared times h. In this particular problem, we have to find the radius because they give us the diameter. The diameter is 18, so that makes the radius 9. So we have volume equals pi times 9 squared times the height of 24. Remember, the height is how tall the cylinder is. Right now, the cylinder is laying on its side, so we have to think about this cylinder being upright. When you do that multiplication, you get 678 centimeters cubed. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget to write a question that we can talk about in class tomorrow.